Welcome back to the channel, guys. So this AtGames nonsense is just getting really out of hand. I want to do a quick follow-up because they're just digging their grave even deeper and deeper as the minutes go on. These guys, holy crap, what are they doing? What are they thinking? They've been caught lying once again. So if you've not been following this story, essentially what happened was, just a quick recap, they released these little flashback blast units, these little HDMI units. They're about 20 bucks a pop. You know, have a handful of games. The one in particular that was of interest to a lot of us was the one with Pac-Man on it, the Bandai Namco Flashback. So a few weeks back, they sent out review units, and the one video that I watched, which was John Hancock's review, he played the thing, showcased it, and it had arcade ROMs on it. It looked kind of neat. Now, the ones that are available in stores do not have those versions of the games on it, despite the marketing, the reviews, the images on the box, the descriptions on the box, the descriptions on their website, the instructions between the two versions. Everything shows arcade ROMs. So what do I mean by two versions? There's a Walmart exclusive and then a non-Walmart exclusive. The Walmart exclusive just has one game, not extra, just it swaps out. It has Pac-Mania instead of Tower of Druaga. And the marketing materials, everything out there, the way the box looks, everything that's advertised shows arcade ROMs. The ones that are available in stores, nope, they are NES ROMs. They are home version ROMs. So they were called out on that. I brought it up in a follow-up video to my review, how I felt like they were taking advantage, they were misleading people, so on and so forth. Well, when I initially confronted them on this, their response, and I can't pull it up because you can obviously see here they've blocked me from following them or seeing any of the tweets or whatever. But their initial response was pretty much like, hey, the initial production run is supposed to be home version ROMs, games, right? And then later production versions will have the arcade games instead. And other follow-up tweets and messages, and even on their page, they said, this was the plan all along. This is what we planned to do. Well, it turns out that's not actually the case. It seems like these fools don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to conduct themselves and speak to the community properly, to address this situation properly. They pretty much just told me, you're having a one-sided, thoughts on this. Like, we don't want to deal with you, whatever. And they blocked me. They didn't give any kind of chance to have any kind of conversation. They gave me a copy-paste frickin' reply initially. It didn't seem like they cared, and it was pretty much the same response they were giving everybody. Now, it turns out, taking a look at this message that James Herman on Twitter posted of a conversation he had with them, that it turns out they were lying. So we're going to read this tweet real quick, but I don't know how the conversation started, but AtGames says, sorry, excessive foul language, accusations of scamming, etc. are just not something we can accept. They're free to do what they want on their own, but not directly to us. We're happy to explain things, but not against someone purposely antagonistic. I hope you can understand that. So then James's response, I apologize for my tweet earlier then. I rushed to join the trend. I'm happy to listen now, though. Thanks. Appreciate that. So he asks, so what exactly is going on with these arcade systems having better ROM support over some other units? So now they decide in this conversation that they're going to go ahead and clarify this. They couldn't clarify this earlier for any of us. They just wanted to lie. So this is their response. Some early review units sent out featured arcade versions, which could not be produced at the last minute. So the home versions featured in all stores is what's available. Sorry for any confusion. If there's a change, we'll make an announcement. So there really aren't different versions out there. What's in stores is only home versions. Our mistake was not making that clear. When the review units were sent, the expectation was still that what would hit stores would be the arcade versions. So he goes on to say, I see, so No units that will be sold in stores will have the arcade versions of the game, only the NES. Correct. If that changes, we'll let everyone know. But for now, there's no ETA on when that might happen, so everything is home versions. They're clarifying that part. There's no confusion anymore for anybody. There are no arcade versions. The one that John Hancock showed you guys, showed all of us, does not exist. That's not available anywhere. So everybody just needs to kind of stop talking about that aspect of it, because that's kind of what I took from this from the get-go and from what other people's experiences were, is there are no arcade versions out there. That is what the issue was, is AtGames misrepresented the product. They used John Hancock. I know I keep saying that, and I don't know that he agrees with that, but that's damn what my opinion is. They used him. They used whoever else they sent the same thing to manipulate everyone. Last minute, John posted his review like 3 weeks ago. Like, give me a break. That doesn't make any damn sense. Last minute. No, I think they knew what they were doing. So they go on to say, unfortunately, we can't go back in time and change what the reviewers reviewed. We are trying to send them what's in stores now so they can do an update. I don't care what anybody does, but if I was a reviewer that received this product from them, I would say, fuck off. I'm not reviewing your crap. You misled the community. You did this. If anybody, if anybody accepts this from them and re-reviews the product in an apologetic way, I think that's going to be ridiculous. I hope I don't see that from anybody in the gaming community. If you reviewed the arcade version and then you're going to re-review what's actually in stores, you damn better blast these fools for it. Blast that blast, because that's just ridiculous. So James here, he says, that's good to hear then. Will you make an announcement tweet regarding this situation? I mean, they go on to say, I would like to, but no, not at this time. Okay, great. Not at this time. So they had also brought up in other tweets that, hey, if somebody doesn't like what they got, if they have an issue, communicate with us and we'll take care of it. I don't know what they meant by that. Initially, people thought that, oh, we could trade it in and get the arcade version because that's what we were led to believe was going to be available. But I also got messages from some other private, communication with AtGames from other people that were asking that, and they said, no, just return it to the store. If you don't like it, if you don't want it, just take it back to the store. We're not doing any exchange program. We're not doing this. We're not going to do any of that. So if you don't like it, take it back. Just suck it up and take it back. Almost like we don't care. Too bad. We lied. We manipulated you. We deceived you. We scammed you. Yes, AtGames, you don't like being called a scammer? You don't like people saying you scammed us? Accusations of scamming. You scammed people. You scammed people. You didn't change anything that was on your website concerning this. You didn't make an announcement concerning this. You didn't reach out to John Hancock or anybody else to rectify this situation before these products were available on market. Screw you, AtGames. You're full of shit. That's just, I don't even like making these kind of videos, but I'm just so infuriated by this situation. And I just had a private conversation with somebody earlier today, pretty much saying, you know what, I'm done with this AtGames nonsense. I'm not making any more videos. But then I see this boo-boo. And I feel I need to make sure this is brought up and people see this and understand what's really going on. Plenty of us in the community are posting videos about this. Rich from Review Tech USA, he's been very vocal about it. Bringing up, the things that I've seen, bringing up, John Hancock's review, all that stuff, going back, talking about how these guys are blocking everybody. If you reach out to these guys and, you're kind of annoyed and mad about what happened, they're just going to block you. They're just going to say, too bad, bye-bye, we're not responding to you. They just don't want to deal with this. This company is ridiculous. They've got so many products that are coming out. They have this thing, this Capcom Arcade Flashback Gold. I'm not buying this fucking thing, and I hope nobody does. Capcom, seriously, Well, you guys been dropping your licenses to everybody out there. Stop giving AtGames any license to use your games. Don't work with these fools. Work with somebody who's going to show respect to the community, show respect to the consumers. Don't. They probably can't back out now, but Capcom, the Tetris company, they're building a frickin' full-size arcade machine with AtGames. I hope nobody buys it. I hope nobody buys anything from these fools. They're manipulative. They're frickin' liars. They like to take advantage. They've taken advantage of, you know, fellow YouTubers and people that I look up to in the community. And that's just wrong. They took advantage of me. They took advantage of anybody else who had any kind of interest in this product. You can defend them all you want. If you want to defend them and you want to call me an idiot, whatever, that's your prerogative. I don't really care. But this kind of crap needs to stop. This company needs to fix this issue. This is spreading like wildfire right now. I don't think these guys understand that. This is spreading like crazy. It's almost going viral with all the people who are covering this. You know, I put my 2 cents out there. You guys know me. If I've got an issue, I'm going to bring it up and let you know. And this just really irked me how it went down. And if you follow me on my channel and you watch the content, sometimes, yeah, I get a little goofy. Sometimes I, don't take things as serious as others, unless it needs to be. And I don't normally get this angry and this frustrated with things. I'm normally an upbeat, just, calm dude who likes to have fun, likes to review products, showcase things. But when I'm taken advantage of, when I'm fucked with, when the community is taken advantage of, that I seriously care quite a bit about. That's one of the biggest things is I care about the retro gaming community. I care about the gaming community in general. This just does not fly, AtGames. It just does not fly. Appreciate you guys stopping in, listening to my little rant here. Yeah, I'm pissed. Forget it. Smash that like button if you want. Hit that thumbs down if you want. Whatever. I know this is a different tone of a video here, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye and boom.